Yeah. Okay, so left-hand one was your before. This is your takeaway. Club whipped in inside there now. As the club is basically horizontal to the ground, that club is a few inches behind your hips, all right? And then because of this, now your arms then lifted up quite high, got the club kind of working up quite steep there as a result to try and get the club back in, quite narrow here. Now you feel you're coming over the top. You're not over the top, you're just steep. That's it. You haven't got the club. The club's kind of gone over the top from here back to there. It wasn't flat on the way back and then over. It was inside. Then it was steepened in the backswing. So the downswing now is coming down quite steep and then a bit flicky with the hands to try and save it. So that was basically your takeaway there. This was your practice movement. Different, yeah? That's what you've got to get to, okay? Yeah. And then from there, you continue the turn of this hip and this shoulder, and the club works back up behind you this way, okay? So that's where you were taking the club away to where you felt it was, okay? This is where it went in reality. How much do you think you've moved from that spot there? If I put that's where you were, there, which line do you reckon you're on? Yellow is where you were.
Yeah.
Which one do you think you're on? Which would you like to be on?
I think I'll always be on red.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't think I was. Green. Blue.
Yeah. So you've moved it in by that much?
bit.
It feels miles, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Which is why some shots are still going a bit left, because you're effectively still doing the same swing, even though in your head it's a massive change. But to me, if you were on green, and even if you're on red, you'd miss the ball, because you feel so different to where you're at, okay? As we then swing the top of the bat, you've got to keep that right side turning out the way and get some more width back to the golf as the club then comes back down. As you come back down there, still the same sort of slight release and flick with the hands there, okay? But it's amazing what feels to you a massive change is in reality
Not much, yeah.
an inch or two. But that's where practice comes in. If we can do an inch or two today, an inch or two tomorrow, an inch or two the next day, you'll be on green/red within a week or two's time. Yeah. And I always encourage people to say, look, when you're practicing and you're going away, just send me some free videos across. I'll look at them and just go, yes, yes, no, no, whatever it may be. So you can keep progressing with that, okay? And then we can put the next lesson in a week or two's time and see where your progress is, rather than sort of going away for a month or so and never seeing, then you come back and go, I think I've been working on it, and you go back and you're on the yellow line, because that's often what happens. So you've got to feel then as an exaggeration, when you're making this move here now, feel as though the arms are still here. We don't want to push the arms outwards. Feel the arms here and the club up there.
Okay.
You'll never be able to swing in that position ever.
Yeah.
Okay. Another way you can feel the good position of where the take would be is from here. Keep your hands in that position, but just shaft down here. Cock the wrist up, so your club sort of 90 degrees to the ground, and then just turn your torso and see where that club gets to. It will get on that red line pretty much without fail. Yeah. Because that's where the reason why your club is behind you is because your wrists haven't done that. They've done this too much, or they roll too much, yeah? Which a lot of golfers back in that time, when you were playing junior golf, the teaching was fold and roll your arms, yeah? And that's not what the wrists do. The wrists do this and that, yeah? There's no corkscrewing or twisting or folding of the arms through impact, and this sort of clapping the elbows together or the forearms together. It's not how the game of golf's ever been played, or doesn't play now. But people thought that at the time, because I think technology wasn't good to sort of see what was going on. They just saw golfers hit golfers and his arms sort of crossed over. Okay, he must roll his arms. And it doesn't happen, okay? So the sensation of that club going back straight is what we're looking to try and do. If you can get it anywhere near that in a month's time or a few weeks' time, you'll be doing really well. Okay, and like I say, we don't want to make too big a change too early, because if you swung from there, you already saw when you went to the blue line, the strike was a little bit, not quite sure where it is. If you moved 3 times more than that, I mean, you barely missed the ball, to be fair, wouldn't you? So it would be a big change to make initially, okay? But getting that sensation, that club is working up in front of you. This movement here now is just caused by the right hand folding and rolling, not the hips and the shoulders turning, yeah? So get the right side turning out the way here more, and you keep your thumbs pointing outwards rather than the arms taking it away, crossing over and rolling over. Okay, does that make sense, Gareth? Yeah? Good, okay.